Hello everyone, welcome to SCI 103. I am Dr. Wallis and I'm going to walk you through the lab. Virtual labs are called individual projects for this SCI 103 course, and those are going to be in weeks 2 and weeks 4. So your first one is not going to be due until Sunday, which is January 29th at 11:59 p.m. But what I'm going to do in this live chat is just kind of show you where you can access that, how you download the information, and how you complete it and upload the assignment. Those are all virtual labs, so there are no materials that you need for them. There is nothing that, oh, that's weird, my words have disappeared. There is nothing that you need to go collect from outside. All of the information that you have is in these virtual labs where you're just going to click through it, which I'm going to show you here in a second as soon as we finish going through this. So where you can find that is under the assignment list. Your Unit 2 individual project, like I said, it's not due until, this is actually an old screenshot. It's not due until January 29th, like I just showed you on the calendar. And if you click on View Details, that's where you can go to access the actual virtual lab and the worksheets that you need. So you'll click on View Details, and then that will take you to the page where it explains everything that you need to know for the lab. There's going to be some additional information that you're going to use for the lab also. So first thing that you're going to have to do, and there are also videos on that page of how to upload it once you finish. So that's what these two links are up here. Those are on the actual assignments details page. First thing you're going to do for this pH lab is you are going to download the lab report worksheet. That is what is your individual project. So that worksheet contains tables and questions that you need to fill in. So you're not going to have to write an essay or anything like that. You're just going to complete the worksheet. But you have to download that worksheet first because it's going to show you what information you need to collect as you click through the lab. So once you have that worksheet downloaded and open, then you can click on the second one here, which is View the Unit 2 Lab Measuring pHs. And that is where you're going to actually click through the lab in order to get all of that information, the data that you need in order to complete the worksheet. All right, let's see here. So this Learning Center and tutoring is where you can find the tutoring information, the Smart Thinking. And then also here, there's a link for tech support. And then your assignments list is where you're going to go to access the assignments. Over here, I'm making my page a little bit different size. And then you're going to scroll down to individual project. It shows you here all of the due dates for the assignments. And then this is where you can click on View Details. That's also where you can access your grade once it is completed. So once you click on the assignment list, you can see here that this is that link that I was saying is in Go to Smart Thinking for tutoring within each assignment. That's in every single assignment you would have in any class. And then here's the information or those videos on how to submit the assignment when you're done, depending on whether you are using the mobile app or whether you are using the virtual campus. And then here it starts to give you a little bit of information about what the individual project is about. There are links to, and actually I'm going to come up here and show you this first, additional information, learning materials that will be helpful for you for this lab, depending on who your SCI 101 instructor is. They may or may not go over a lot of information for pH, so you may need to watch some additional videos in order to learn about pH. There's a link to one in the worksheet also, but this is under the Learning Materials tab, and if you click on Unit 2, this has videos and extra resources for information about acid rain and pH, because you're going to need both of those for the lab. So those are quick little videos that you can watch. I recommend doing that before you start working on the individual project, because that way you'll kind of have an idea of what to expect as you go through it. Then once you do that, you want to, again, like I said, download the worksheet, and then you're going to click on the actual individual project lab that you're going to click through. So again, this is all online, it's virtual. You're just going to, it's basically pretending like you're collecting this data as you go through and click through the lab. Let me share the whole screen. Okay, so I'll share the worksheet first, and then we'll go back to clicking through the lab. So this is what the worksheet looks like that you're going to download. You're going to enter your information, your name, your instructor's name, all of that good stuff. If you have any trouble with using the Word document, I will be sending out a text format of it in an email when we get at the beginning of next week, or actually I might do that at the end of this week so that you can go ahead and get started if you want to. But there's also a video link in here inside the worksheet that talks about the pH scale and explains what the pH scale is. It's a measure of hydrogen ion concentration. A pH of 7 is neutral. Anything below 7 on the pH scale, so anything under the number 7, is considered an acid. As it gets towards 0, it gets more and more acidic. And then anything above 7 on the pH scale is a base or an alkaline. And as it goes closer and closer to 14, it becomes a stronger base. So one of the things that you're going to have to do in this worksheet is you're going to need to collect from the information in the virtual lab that you're going to click through what the pH is. You're going to, I'll show you in a second here, you're going to actually click on the test tube and it's going to show you what color it turns. It's a pH indicator. Then you're going to have to say, based on that number that you collect, is it considered neutral, an acid, or a base, and then the solution name. So let's go back to the virtual lab and I'm going to show you how you collect that information. And I'll be sending out another video with this also that kind of goes through this as well, just in case anybody misses out on this one. But here's where you click through on continue. And then it's going to remind you again to download that worksheet if you haven't already. And then it's going to take you into the samples. So here is where in that table, the first thing you're going to write is the name of the sample is pure water. So it says up here under contents what the name of the sample is. And then it's going to tell you that what to do as you go through each one. So you're going to click on the test tube. That's going to apply the pH indicator. And then that's going to change the color. And then you can drag and carry across the test tube to compare to the pH scale that's here on the bottom to kind of figure out what pH it is. So this one looks like it's about pH 7, which makes sense. Pure water is neutral on the pH scale. So then you're just going to enter that into that worksheet. So we've just learned that it's pH 7. So I'm going to go back to the worksheet here. And you're going to enter water here. Then you're going to enter the pH, which was about 7. And then you're going to enter whether it's neutral, an acid, or a base, which for 7 would be neutral. So that's what you're going to do as you click through each one of those. And then there's additional videos that you're going to watch that are going to allow you to take samples from lakes. Again, you don't have to go out and find the lake. You don't have to go out and collect any samples. This is all just here in that virtual lab that you click through. So that's just kind of a summary of how you complete individual project 2.